YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with yet another Washington football team video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about why yesterday's loss to the New York Giants is solely on Ron Rivera and not Kyle Allen. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, in this case our Washington football team. And also, make sure you guys enter my Flick group chat. Link will be in the description. Thank you guys. Roll the intro, baby. We are Washington. Let's get it.
We Washington, we Washington, we Washington, we Washington, man, we Washington.
So, why Ron Rivera is the reason we lost this game yesterday. Yesterday, I was receiving a lot of steam for what I said. And I was just sitting back reading you guys' comments and some of you guys that also didn't agree with me, which is fine. This is why I do it. I'm a fan. And I know not everyone is going to agree with me. If I care what you guys thought about my opinion, I would not be doing this. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But I was just sitting back reading some of you guys' comments, and I was just like, man, this fan base is just so delusional. And I'm sorry if I'm being rude or whatever, but this is just raw emotion, man, because I'm tired of losing. I'm 17 years old, and as long as I've been a fan of this Washington football team, I literally have not witnessed winning. Yeah, 2012 RG3, 2015 Kirk Cousins. 2 years of winning out of my whole lifespan. So I'm frustrated, and I'm pretty sure the rest of the fan base is. But some of you guys just don't make sense. You cannot sit here and tell me yesterday's loss is not on Ron Rivera. You cannot sit here and blame Kyle Allen for this. You guys talking about, oh, Dwayne this, Dwayne that. I guarantee you, if Dwayne Haskins was in that game yesterday, we would have got blown out. Dwayne Haskins is not escaping the pocket, running for a first down, stretching the ball out on third down. On multiple of those plays where Logan Ryan came unblocked, Dwayne Haskins would have sat there and just took the sack. Kyle Allen stepped up and evaded the pressure and gained a first down. On a play where he stepped up and gained 2 yards, just 2 yards is so much more than taking a sack for a loss of 14. So I'm going to start right there before I even get into Ron Rivera. I'm going to start right there with telling you guys Kyle Allen runs this offense so much better. Dwayne Haskins, we would literally have got blown out. Literally. Now, I know Kyle Allen wasn't perfect. I mean, he was far from perfect. But he is the reason why we were in that game yesterday. And to sit back and read some of you guys' comments saying that he lost us this game, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Okay, you guys want to say he's responsible for 14 points. Okay, cool, right? He's responsible for 14 points. But he still, at the end of the game, gave us a chance to win the game by throwing a beautiful deep ball to Cam Sims to tie the ball game up 19-19 and kick the PAT. We go to overtime. This is where you insert Ron Rivera. This game is on Ron Rivera. I don't care if you do want to penalize Kyle Allen for them fumbles and the interception, which I'll give you that. Okay, it's his fault. But we were still in this game. Matter the fumble, matter the interception. We were still in this game. You kick the PAT, we're in overtime, and we're the away team, so we get the coin toss. I just don't understand it. I really don't. Now, if you don't wanna blame Ron Rivera or Kyle Allen, I understand that. Then you can blame it Dustin Hopkins. Dustin Hopkins is horrible, man. As bad as he is, it would be worse without him. I'm gonna be the first to say it, but he is horrible. He is horrible. I know so many kickers that would nail that 47-yarder with their eyes closed. Literally, I promise you, I'm not lying. That kicker from Miami would nail that with his eyes closed. So, let's just go back to the first quarter, right? Let's go back to the first quarter where Dustin Hopkins missed that field goal. Let's just say he makes the field goal and we go up 3-0. Then, instead of that Kyle Allen drive where it was a potential tie to go into overtime, that is a game-winning drive right there. And we're all praising Kyle Allen. And that's including the pick, and that's including the fumble 6. You can't sit here and tell me it was on Kyle Allen. But if you don't want to blame it on Ron Rivera, I understand. But I will blame it more on Ron Rivera before you blame it on Kyle Allen. Now let's talk about old Ron. Ron Rivera had a quote after the game where he said, the only way you learn how to win is, he says, I want to win, and the only way you learn how to win is to do what he did. No, that is not true. That is not true. You know what? You know a way to win? A way to win is to kick the PAT 2020 going to overtime, and you fight for that win in overtime. Whether you win a coin toss or not, you win a coin toss. Their defense wasn't stopping you that much. A matter of fact, okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it the Giants credit. The Giants, yeah, they were containing us for most of the game, but we had all the momentum. After going down, throwing that beautiful deep ball to Cam Sims, and we win the toss, we're winning this game. I promise you. And even if we do lose the toss, they're not scoring on us. We're talking about a Giants offense that didn't score a single point in the second half. Come on. You literally feared, so you're telling me you feared the Giants offense that much that you didn't have faith in your defense to get you a stop, so you went for a 2-point conversion with an offense that literally sucks. An offense that literally can't get nothing going. I just don't understand his thought process. I really don't. I love Ron Rivera, and I want him to be the coach of the future. But plays like that, you want to risk going for 2, and you're so much in a win now mode all of a sudden because you see how bad the division is, but you don't act like it. You don't act like it. You're in a win now mode all of a sudden. And this is a crucial division game because if you win, you're now in first place barring Dallas' result tonight. But instead, you go for 2 like you're tanking. Like, come on, man. It just doesn't make sense. And I'm going to get to some of the fans, too. So, I don't know who exactly it was on Twitter. I actually tweeted at him. I forget his name. But he said on Twitter, I'm done responding to fans. Because if Ron Rivera or Kyle Allen would have converted that 2-point conversion, y'all would be praising him like he's such a genius. Duh! We're fans! What do you expect? I guarantee you, 90% of the fan base just wanted us to kick the PAT and go into overtime. Because if you have a brain, you know that offense isn't that good enough to convert a 2-point conversion on a consistent basis. Going up against a good defense. So, a person with a brain would have just kicked the PAT. But you're saying in your tweet, you would be praising Kyle Allen and Ron Rivera if we would have converted. Duh! We're fans. What do you expect us to sit back and just not react? And if you don't get it, we're going to be exactly how I am now. Mad. And you should have just kicked the PAT. So it's a lose-lose situation for Ron Rivera. And no one else put him in that predicament but him. You just kick the PAT. We go to overtime. We win the coin toss, drive down the field, and possibly score. We don't win the coin toss. They win the coin toss and try to go down and score. I doubt it happens because our defense is good enough to get us a stop. And their offense didn't score a single point the whole second half. You don't give your defense a chance. You know what that says to me? That says to me, that's a slap in the face to not only the defense, but Jack Del Rio. You try to sit here and say that you want to build confidence and build a winning culture here in D.C. by going for 2, showing faith in your team. That's not showing faith in your team. That is stupidity. That is showing your team or your defense, and specifically in Jack Del Rio, that I don't have faith in you. I don't believe you can get a stop. So I'm going to go for 2 the game on the line, and if we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. That is your mindset, Ron Rivera. That is essentially what you're telling me. Instead of letting your defense, who would have got a stop on an offense, I keep saying for the 4th time in this video, that didn't score a single point the whole second half, you give them a chance to get a stop, which I'm pretty sure they would have got. Get your offensive the ball back in great territory where all we have to go down and do is kick a field goal to win the game. It just doesn't make sense to me, guys. And some of you guys' comments don't make sense either. I'm sorry. And you can say however, you can unsubscribe if you disagree with me all you want, but I'm just being blatantly honest. And if you don't like it, leave. I'm sorry. But some of you guys' comments just doesn't make sense trying to blame Kyle Allen for this loss. It's not on Kyle Allen. I don't understand what you guys don't understand. He turns over a fumble 6. Okay, it's not like that fumble 6 lost us that game. It didn't. Ron Rivera lost us this game. That fumble 6, he gave it up. He came right back on the field and threw a beautiful deep ball to Cam Sims. I don't know how many times we're going to say it. I'm pretty sure you've seen it. It's on Ron Rivera. And as much as I could sit here and blame Dustin Hopkins for that loss, like I keep saying, we were still in that game. Ron Rivera kicks the PAT. We go to overtime and give Dustin Hopkins another chance to kick a game-winning field goal. And if we lose on that or possibly a tie, I'm cool with that. I really am. But the fact that you don't give your defense a chance to get a stop in overtime, even like I keep saying, if we would have lost the toss, you don't know if you would have lost the toss. But I'm just going to say we did. Say we did. You're basically showing your defense that you have no confidence in them. No confidence in him. Kendall Fuller, who had an amazing interception in the back of the end zone. It was an arguable call, but come on. I'm done here. I really am. Because I could go on and on and on and on, but it's not going to change the result. And I'm only raising my blood pressure for a team that doesn't care about me at all. That doesn't even know I exist. The last thing I do want to address here is tanking. Why do you guys want to tank? I just don't understand it. Why do you guys want to tank? Ron Rivera was brought here to do what? Change the culture. Going 1-15 is not changing the culture. It's not. It's literally not. You want to building a culture is giving your players something to lean on into the next season if the previous season wasn't good enough to make it to the playoffs. 7-9, 8-8, and even 6-10 is something to lean on. But going 1-15. That is not changing the culture. It's not. Oh, yeah. And you guys are saying that Kyle Allen could have ran it in? Yeah, I was saying that too. He had an open lane to run it in. But if you go back and look, if he would have ran it in, he would have got killed by Jabril Peppers. Jabril Peppers had a step on him and he would have got annihilated. And then also, he could have had in his mind, last week, Sky Turner and Ron Rivera were both getting on him about running and saying it was selfish. Maybe he was like, nah, I ain't going to run because you guys said it was selfish. So maybe that was also in his mind too. You guys want to bring in Trevor Lawrence for what? Just for him to get killed? Behind this offensive line, who actually did really good in pass protection yesterday, but it's still not a top offensive line. Let's just be honest. So for him to come in here into DC to get killed, to only have Terry McLaurin to rely on, why do you want that? Why? You guys just believe Trevor Lawrence is going to be this Superman that's going to be able to just do everything to win us games. I'm going to be the first here to tell you. He's doing all that in Clemson, but I guarantee you the same thing that Joe Burrow is going through, he will go through the same thing. Yes, he's talented. He's the best quarterback to come out of the draft in his draft class, but you still have to surround him with pieces. Here in DC, besides Terry McLaurin, we don't have pieces. Everyone else is horrible. The offensive line is horrible, so he is going to be bad. I just don't understand why you guys want to tank. I really don't. I really don't. I'm done here because, like I said, I can go on for an hour, and I know y'all not going to agree with me, and that's fine. I honestly don't care. I honestly don't care if you agree with me, but you're not going to sit here and blame this game on Kyle Allen, because if any other quarterback was in that game on this roster, Dwayne Haskins, Alex Smith, I promise you we would have got blown out. This game is on Ron Rivera. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, I don't care. Point blank period. This game is on Ron Rivera. As always, this is me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, hail to the Washington football team. I'm out. Make sure you guys join my Flick group chat. Like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, this game is on Ron Rivera. Peace.